the hell is that? Did you guys hear that? I'm definitely hearing something. That's Mopar muscle. That's supercharged Mopar muscle. I'd recognize it anywhere. Today I'm going to try to practice on launching, do some 0 to 60 times, maybe 8, quarter. I'm going to do it all on the computer here. I've never tried it to see what the car does. It's supposed to be able to time you. I've never used it. I've been getting a lot of feedback on my videos on what to do and how to drive. So I'm going to incorporate a couple of those things. I'm going to stop messing around with all the manual shifting and stuff. That just screws me up, I think. Just getting used to driving the car. Maybe second gear takeoffs. But the people were telling me on the YouTube channel in the comments is don't put it in manual mode, so you have to shift back over. You see me screwing up a lot at the track. I forget to put it back over into automatic and leave it in manual and bounces off the rev limiter. Just put it in second on your paddle. Like click it into second and never take it. Don't put it in manual mode and then take off. So I've been getting all kinds of feedback, so I'm going to try a couple of things, see if it works. The tires are still completely bald, not in the back, in the front. I rotated them. The backs are still a little bit there. I'm going to wear them out before I go buy all new ones. Drag radials seem to wear out pretty quick. I don't care. It's not a daily driver. I'm going to wear them out and buy them as needed. Got a good comment on buying some rock guards. Those sticky tires are really chipping up my paint. I don't know if the rock guards always kind of look a little silly. So I don't know if I like the look of the rock guard. But I'll give it a gander on a few of the cars and see if I like them, and then buy them if I think they look okay. I know I get a lot of corrections in my comments, and I understand I mistalk or misspeak a lot. I know this is not a 392. I referenced that in one of my videos. I know it's a 377, and just me not just flying off the cuff on my commentary, not knowing what I'm going to say, and stuff comes out wrong. I do it on my motor build videos too, where I accidentally called a speedometer connection a tachometer. Or I'm sorry, I called a tachometer connection a speedometer connection, and I got corrected a few times on that. And some guys can be very mean about it, like you shouldn't be a mechanic or touching anything. Well, I'll tell you, if I wasn't allowed to be a mechanic or touch anything, I wouldn't have the house and the car and the stuff I have. So I got to keep doing it. I'll get better at the commentating and better clean it up, but I left it out there raw. It still has the mistakes in it, so I leave the mistakes in my video and just leave them up. I'll try to clarify in the description underneath that I fixed it, or I acknowledge that it's there, and but I don't think people read that all the time, and they correct me anyway, so you'll have 50 guys telling you the same correction. But I think that makes people feel good. They can interject some corrections in there. Let me see if I can find a spot to do some of these 0 to 60 runs back here. Okay, I put it to my 0 to 60 timer. I zeroed it out. It says not ready. I'm not sure how to get it ready. How do I get it ready? Do I hit OK? Okay, I think that worked. It says .8 seconds. And that was with the traction control and everything on. 3.8 seconds. Let's see if we can do better than that. I think they advertise, what, 3.2? I know I'll be corrected in the comment section if I say it wrong. Let's see what it actually does with the driver that doesn't really know how to drive. That will tell us everything. Now that I know how to set it. Looks like 3.8 is it with the traction control on and it in auto, which is a very safe setup. So it's in auto mode. And that was with the AC on. I guess it's 3.8 no matter what. We'll give it 3 runs in this auto with traction control on, and then we'll take it to a different setting and see if I can do better with traction control set off. In drive. Okay, ready, go. 3.8. It's always 3.8. So that's pretty good. Just being an auto, traction control on. It's street traction, street suspension, street transmission. Let me put it to custom. This makes it track everything and traction control off. Oh yeah, it shifts a lot harder. We got it in custom track mode now. We'll see if I can get anything here. Oh, here comes some sport bikes. I'll try starting in second gear. Straighten this little curve out a little bit. Zero. Second gear. Okay. Let's see how we do. That was crappy. That was a 3.8 though. Zero it out. Shift not allowed. Second gear. Here we go. .9, that says. I guess it doesn't mind a little slippage. 2.9? Are these things really that accurate? Now, that felt a little slippery. Like it wasn't right. Like it shouldn't really be that time. How accurate are these computers? That's what I want to know. Zeroed out. Second gear. .4. real gently right off the light. Real gentle on the throttle. I feel good because I can beat the computer in auto with the traction control on. I'm doing traction control off, everything in track mode. It's custom, it's the custom setup. It's not in track mode. Zeroed out. Second gear. Go. 3.7. It's really hard. You have to be really gentle on that throttle. And as soon as it feels like it hooks, you got to keep dipping in faster and faster. But boy, once you blow those tires off, forget about it. Your history. It's not going to correct itself. Well, you see how hard it is to do 0 to 60s. I can beat the computer in auto and traction control, so I beat it almost consistently every time, or at least match it. Now what we want to figure out is, where is this thing good from a roll? Like, how fast do you have to be going to mash it with the traction control off and not haze the tires? So you can do some roll-on racing in track mode without breaking loose. It felt like from 30 it got light. Okay. We're gonna say from a roll in second, from 20, 20, 20, get down, 20, second gear. Second gear, 20 mile an hour on asphalt. Does fine. Everything's in custom still. Let's try that again. Get it all the way down. This asphalt looks a little smoother. 20. Nah, that's good. 20 mile an hour roll in second gear, it does fine. It's all in track mode. I mean, it's custom, but I got everything in track mode with the paddles on. It's full tilt, ready to roll, ready to run. Second gear, tires are warm. It's 77 degrees out. I've been rolling around. So, the myth that these things just roast their tires everywhere you go is malarkey. Now, this is the super stock with drag radials, so it's a little bit of an advantage there. They're pretty soft tires for the street, but you can do some good street prowling and give a lot of cars a run for their money. It's so hard out of the hole. It really is. Here we go. 3.6. So I discovered in auto, with traction control and everything on, it'll still slip the tires a little bit. If you just mash it in auto, you'll get 3.8 to 60 every single time. But you get some tire spin right out of the hole. Now, if you pedal it out of the hole a little bit, and I mean just ever so slightly, and mash it, you get a 3.6, which is better than the computer does. So even in auto, it's really not holding all the slippage back. I always say in the auto mode, with traction control and everything on, it makes you look like a good driver, because you can swing the rear just a little bit, you can haze the tires a little bit, and never let you get out of control. So it's a kind of a neat feature to have. Why is smoking your tires so gratifying? Why is that supercharged whine such a thrill every time it starts screaming? This car is highly addictive, and I'm addicted hard. I love driving this thing.